From Buffalo, New York, ladies and gentlemen, Ross the Boss Thompson.
What they can't have, hate who they can be. Fell at plan A, never make plan B. They don't understand me because I stand for something. They can't stand me. Quick to say, man, he frontin', can't see past my past. I survived a crash, I never cried, I laugh, I'm qualified to brag. I decided I'ma switch that shit up. Eat right, do sit up, say a prayer when I get up. Every night another block get hit up. Every day another nigga quit and decide not to get up. Been down for too long, man, I got to get up. Can't do it all at once, gotta chop the shit up. Take it little by little, cause even Malcolm Little took it piece by piece. Then he understood peace was a piece of the plan, but you still need a piece to make the beast understand. Rest in peace to the man.
Ross Thompson, this is Errol from Facebook. We just talked. I just talked to you briefly. I'm here with Ingram Jones from Baylor TV. Ingram, say hello.
Hi, how are we doing,
Okay.
Ross?
Yeah, hey, Ross.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, Ross, man. So yeah, man. Let's get straight into it, man. So. I saw the message between you and James Toney. You wanna enlighten us on that, or tell us what's going on?
Oh man, like this started way back in 1996. We started with each other. Like I was at top ranked gyms, and since I was living in Vegas, and a friend of mine was sparring with James Toney, and I was in the gym. He had the gym closed, but I was in there with my friend who was sparring with James Toney. So I was just telling my friend, trying to give him encouragement because James Toney, all he is he's a fucking bully. Like he try to bully people and talk all that little shit, think he can intimidate people. So I was telling my kid what to do, so he thought he was gonna be able to bully me. So he was like, "Oh, Ross, you gotta get the fuck out the gym. I got the gym closed." I said, "Man, fuck you! I'll whoop your motherfucking ass." Back then I was like 147 pounds. I was like 20 years old. Back then, he was walking around like one day. He was bigger than me. I was like, "I whoop your motherfucking ass right now." Eddie Mustafa, he the one who stopped the little fight we was about to have. So he just told me, like, "Well, just leave, man, because he do got the gym closed." So Eddie Mustafa saved him from me whooping his ass way back then. And people always said me and him had a similar style. So, then I started gaining weight later on in my career. And I was like, fuck, you know what? I still got my speed, still fast, still got good defense. My reflex is still good. He punch drunk now and he can't even barely talk, And I said I would fight the man. Like, we was talking about fighting in 2010, 2011, and he agreed to fight me. They was trying to find a site. I had my guy talking to his guy. They agreed to fight me. They was trying to make it at a casino in Michigan. So I was going to go to his hometown, whatever, and fight him. And then all of a sudden he got on Fight Hype with Percy and started saying, Percy asked him about me fighting him, and he said, fuck Ross Thompson, he a bitch. He from Buffalo, that's the city of losers. The Buffalo Bills can't beat themselves in the scrimmage. He thought all this bullshit instead of answering the question about whether he want to fight me. And then they gonna say, no, I knocked him out at the MGM Grand with no gloves on. We never got in a fight at the MGM Grand. So the man punch drunk, obviously. He thought we got into a fight at the MGM Grand, but it was at top range gym. And we never even threw no blows. I don't want to whoop his ass, man. That's the whole thing. I know I'll whoop his ass. So, he's fat, old, and slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a good defensive fighter. I always give him credit for that. And I came a little after him, and I always thought he was a good fighter. But then after we got into that confrontation, I used to like James Toney until we got to that confrontation at the gym.
Yeah, I was going to say, you do have a similar style because, I remember you in your fight with Fernando Vargas and the incident. I don't know. I didn't see the build-up because I saw it in the UK and the time all they did is have to fight. I know there was a spitting incident where he spat at you, whatever. But
I slapped him at the press conference. We got too big at the press conference, and then they say that he spit at me when he knocked me down or whatever. I don't know. I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
But I know he tried to I know he was talking shit. That's when one of them knocked down. I got up mad because I started talking shit. The thing was, Fernando Vargas never hurt me either. It was just I was losing so much weight. So I started gaining weight later on in my career. I had to get out 154 pounds. It was harder for me at that point. So my legs was gone. He caught me with a tempo shot. Yeah. Just took my equilibrium. I wasn't knocked out. He took my equilibrium, caught me with a nice shot, took my equilibrium, and I never got it back. Yeah. And he's another one that I've been after. Because me and him became friends after all that things that we've on, all them years. Yeah. We became friends through Facebook after all them years. Yeah. But then after we became friends on Facebook, he started talking shit after about we friends years. He started talking shit. He knocked me out. And about coming out. I always had to. He started talking shit too. So I was not just his tools. You know, he's just another one. You know, we had a little beef.
Yeah, no, because the fight you had with him, and obviously the Trinidad fight was after. I think you took something out of him. You know, I think you took something out of him in that fight because he was so emotionally involved in the fight with you that when he went in Trinidad fight, he probably thought it was me a walkover.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, that's what I always tell people. I started laying blueprint how to knock his ass out. I was weak for that fight. But I remember I caught him with a nice left hook, a lead left hook. Yeah. And if you watch the fight, just the way you'll remember it, because it wasn't like I knocked him down. Some people, I caught him with a lead left hook. His chin was so exposed for the left hook. Then Trinidad went right out there in the first round and dropped the man with that. I know they watched my fight.
Yeah.
The blueprint how to knock that motherfucker out. Shane Mosley knocked him off the hook. Asha De La Hoya knocked him off the hook. They seen that blueprint. Oh, he for that left foot.
Yeah.
You know, now I was too anxious in that fight. Like when I was looking at the fight, I didn't even fight my style. The thing is, now the boxers out 8 years old, I always wanted to win the world title. You know, and I won some little small titles, but that wasn't nothing to me. Yeah. Winning the world title was something I still feel I trained too hard. I went too hard my whole life to not win the world title. I was very anxious in that fight, and I think I was fighting a little bit out of my character. A lot of people told me, you kept jumping in instead of taking your time. I was too anxious. I was trying not to pass out. And I just got caught up in the wrong fight. I didn't really fight. If you look at the fight, it ain't really how I fight. Even though I was winning some of the fight with others. But, it was just, I'm like, damn, I was just too fucking, I wanted it too bad. And I was taking world title, getting there. And, I just got ovations, man. Just experience at that time. Like, now I would be fighting so different, with the experience level. Like, when you get older, you become a little more wiser as a fighter. Like, when I was younger, I had all the talent, but I was always very over-eager, anxious for that big money, So,
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, man, because you're a very talented fighter, and your style is like James Toney from what I remember of you. And let's get asked the big question. So you want to be coming to the UK's Pride fighter?
I want in that tournament.
Yeah. But
I heard a couple flops.
Yeah. My first thing is that first off, okay, James Toney. I've talked to his trainer John Arthur, and they're still waiting on the contract. Let's say they do go there. You can still go there. I'm not. This is just me proposing. You can still go there, ringside, and and because you're Eddie Hearn, I'm sure he will talk to you, and you can try to get something up because I'm sure they'd want to see you in a prize fight. Oh, you're a heavyweight now, so you're a heavyweight now, right now, yeah?
Yeah, I
you fighting a heavyweight
fights. Yeah, I fought Martel Griffin in what was that, 2011? I think it was 2011. I fought Michael. It was a touch first to draw. Beat ass in his hometown, Chicago. They called it a draw. I was playing with Martel Griffin. The media was really behind me on that fight. They didn't try to blacklist me. They what really happened in the fight. They was giving me a lot of interviews, and they said, well, I was 35, 36 at the time. They was high 35. You have your best performance. That was probably my best performance of my career. Without fighting them, the fight, I looked real good in that fight. I had fun in the ring. Then I faced the heavyweight. I fought Travis Kaufman. I got disqualified in the fourth round. It was like they were still against me. Like they played so many games with that Travis Kaufman fight. Then they disqualified me in the fourth round. That first round, bust Travis Kaufman face up. He was coming on a little bit in the second and third round, but he wasn't doing that. The referee kept fucking me, trying to disqualify you and this and that. So they disqualified me in that fight. Boom. Okay. Then I fought the kid who just fought what's his name? I fought Nicolay first after that, and they were just bringing me in kind of as an opponent because I ain't really had no management. I ain't really had nobody behind me in my career since 2004. I've been kind of doing it on my own. I'm on my own.
Wow.
With no man, nobody representing me. So I fought first. So the first round, completely outboxed me. The man could touch me. I was just playing with him. He tried to come on. He threw some shit shot. They called it a knockdown. I slipped back. They called it was a jab. Yeah. I was falling down. I was trying to get out of the way of the shot. Then I lost my balance a little bit. They called it a knockdown. I got up. I was good. I'm like, all right. Hey, shit. It wasn't really a real knockdown. But going to the third, after I was over, I was standing up in my corner. And I was not going to sit down.
Yeah.
So I was talking to the guy who was working my corner. I was talking to him, and The referee came in my corner. He said, "You gotta sit down." I said, "I don't want to sit down." I said, "I want to sit up between rounds."
Yeah, man.
So they was already against me anyway. They gave me bullshit ass gloves. Somebody said there was a lot of stuff before the fight that brought my pressure up because they were getting me mad. I can use these fast gloves. Somebody else on Friday earlier. I want some real gloves. So shit going on before that. So they was getting on my nerve, working my nerves. They always do to get under my skin before and I always fall for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the referee was like, "You got to sit down and be." I said, "I never heard of that. Lost to George Foreman, a lot of fighters stand up." I'm standing up. He's like, "You know what?" So he said, "It's disqualified." The fight was supposed to have been over. And after the second round, they were saying it was disqualification. So then the commissioner, there's nothing in the law that said that saying that he got to sit down. Disqualified. First team got mad. Can't go back on it. We win. So the commissioner said, "I'm laying the law down. He could appeal this. He's gonna win the appeal. But there ain't nothing in the rule book saying that I gotta stand up in between rounds." So they let the fight go. We went on. He wasn't the old fight that gave so,
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, "You know what? Fuck boxing." That's what I said. The thing was, I can't like it, but I'm still got my reflexes at heavyweight. People are like, what do you still got that?
Yo, Ross, man, you're breaking up, my man. You're breaking up. I don't know what. Your reception. Yeah, pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
But yo, man, I was going through your record, man. You fought Oba Carr, Kelly Pavlik. Yo, man, you be like, and the thing is, yeah, most of these guys were on, like, you're going through that, like, you've gone the distance with a lot of them, man. You know, all these guys, man. Anton Eccles, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Lacey. You know what I mean? Like, so, you were very tricky. You know, the thing is, I was talking to Ingram. Ingram, you still there, right?
Yeah, I am indeed.
Yeah. Like, I was saying to Ingram that, you see what it is, the reason why is you're a very tricky guy. Like, you make some of the best guys look bad. I understand some of them beating you on the scorecards and stuff, like, but you fighting, if you look at your resume, you fighting the very best. And it's like, and they all...
And the thing is, I never really took easy fights. Like,
yeah, you're gonna lose.
Even when I was taking stuff like easy fights when I was being built up, they would put me with the hard, tough journeyman, Martin T. Rose. I beat Rodney Jones, who had to fight for the world title. I had to fight him in my Southern Pro fight, beat him. Humberto Randa, who fought for the world title. Like, them guys had to fight for the world title, beat them early in my career. They was always thorning me in the heart, but I always just felt like they kind of blacklisted me in the game. Because, I was a national champion as an amateur. I was an Olympic alternate in 1992. I just feel like I ain't never get the following some of my guys from the team, 92 team, who's with me, who's in the
92 team. So who was in your team at the 92 Olympic?
I went to the World Championship in 91. The U.S. team was Accidentally Holy, Vernon Forrest. Shane Boogie didn't make the team, but he was one of the guys.
Oh yeah, Vernon Forrest made it. Yeah.
Yeah, Vernon Forrest made the Olympics and he made the World Championships in 91.
Okay.
But, Chris Bird, Stevie Johnson, Tim Austin. I mean, there was a lot of good fighters on that team.
Oh, yeah, man.
Larry Donald, like the whole thing is, the whole team, we had a good team, and some guys didn't have a career. Like, I think I was one of the guys who didn't have it. But, I just look at Oscar, Vernon, Shane. Like, they probably did the best out of everybody from that team, 92 team. As a pro, and some of the guys, could have did better, but they just, boxing, man, it ain't just about how good you can fight, it's about how you promote it. You got guys like, other guys who, they get built up, but they get baby. I never was baby, and there was a lot of different things, I mean, I was a fuck up too, though. I have to admit, like, I was a fuck, I didn't train like I should have all the time. Had things I should have did more, and I fucked up a lot of stuff. So a lot of the stuff was my fault too. I was an underachiever and I was a fuck up too when I was a younger guy. But I know the whole thing with me make me a little bitter. I just never won that world title, man. That's big for me. Been back since I was 8 years old. And that was my whole dream. I told my dad when I was like 12 years old that Dad, I'm gonna be a 3-time world champion. I never did.
I mean, you ain't boxed for a while, like 2011. So it's been like 2 years.
Yeah, that was the last time I fought. I mean, but the thing is, like. I'm just so natural with this boxing thing. It's crazy. Like I'm a trainer now. Like,
I'm checking out your Facebook.
Right now, Thompson, Greg Brady, a couple other guys. I'm a training guy. But like sometimes I just get in the ring though. Like I'm training just but I'm not training. So sometimes I just I go to the gym, like, you know, I'm going to spar somebody today. So I go in there and I spar with a guy 8-10 rounds. I don't know what it is with this. Like my condition is just crazy. Like, I guess I'll just be so relaxed in there, but when I get in there right now, I'm just going there and box somebody, you know. I don't know, man. People always be like, well, I don't get tired. Because I know when I was fighting, I used to get tired all the time in fights. But I don't get tired no more. Like that. And that's one of my biggest downfalls, man. Like, when I go back to the Overcar, James Page fights, when I was coming up, they beat me. I helped dominate them the first 3 or 4 rounds, but then they beat me down the stretch. They out-hustled me. But they wasn't even hitting me. They were just, you know, throwing more. The Jeff Lacey fight, barely could touch leg glove on me. You know, but them guys, they outworked me. So, you know, they had better conditioning than me. You know, I had a bad conditioning problem. I used to hold my breath when I punch, you know, when I was coming up. You know, so, you know, a lot of little things, man, you know, that, you know, what's going to prevent. That's why I tell fighters all the time, I say, talent don't mean nothing. There's a lot of other things you got to get over in order to become a great fighter. That's why I admire guys like Floyd, because I say, you know what? Like when you're in the ring, it's all emotions. Like a guy like Floyd, he's so cool. He don't have nothing to say. Like my emotions get to me in the fight. Like I fight somebody, then I get out of my character a little bit. Instead of being smart, you know what I'm saying? Like I had all the tools to be a smart fighter when I was a big fighter. Sometimes I was just getting there and just go after the guys and just box in my fight. But like in the gym, I always like this is me in boxing. Sparring, I dominated. I dominated so many guys in sparring, man. I go beat a sparring, probably beating the shit out of them every day. Like I used to get to home. But then I used to go fight. I used to be like, damn. Because when I used to spar, I used to just like take my time. But when I fight, I put the little gloves on, I start thinking I'm a killer. But when I'm sparring guys, I used to just like lay back and let everything come to me and just box. And everything used to just come to me with my natural reflex and everything. But then when I used to go fight, that's why a lot of people really know me seeing like in the gym. Hey, Ross, you could be one of the best of all time. Now, how the hell was you losing the guys? In the fight, I would go high. I would fight a different style. When I fight, I would go out there trying to kill somebody, knock them out, come out in. You know, throwing power punches instead of letting the fight come to me like I usually do in the gym. And I don't know, man. I used to put on them little gloves. I'm going to kill somebody with these. You know, and that wasn't really who I was. Like, the best style for me was to lay back, you know, and just let the fight come to me. Use my jab, counter punch, just let him bring the fight, then counter. I was a counter puncher, you know, but I never really took that into the ring majority of the time. The only time I really did it was the Montel Griffin fight, though, man. You know. But see, Montel, he was more of a boxer like me. And I always knew, me and Montel, we were amateur teammates, too. I always knew that he had the style perfect for me. Because he was short. You know, but he going to try to buy. Like most guys, they always do the mark on me. Oh, go after Ross, try to put pressure on him, and make him fight a harder pace than he want to fight. You know, you look at guys like Hopkins and Floyd, they slow guys down. And I be like, how the fuck can I do this? Because Floyd and Hopkins, I notice what they do. They like if a guy throw 100 punches around, but when they fight Hopkins, they throw 40 around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, man. Like when I fight them guys, Jeff Lacey and them guys, they was throwing so many punches. I was making them miss all them punches, but they fight that pace where I'm not willing to keep up with that pace he's throwing. But I'm making them miss, but I'm just being a little too defensive, so I'm not gonna win the rounds. You know what I'm saying? So you know, things like that, man, kind of like, you know, I think pushed me back a little bit.
I was gonna say to you, like, so in my opinion, obviously you're training fighters. You like, I talked to Vivian Harris. He's in New York, and I don't know if you know Vivian Harris and some other guy.
I know.
Yeah, get yourself down where he is and get yourself hooked up, because apparently he might be in a big UK fight right now. So you know, I know you got your passport. You know, you need to jump on board, come talk to Eddie Hearn, and I'm sure he'd try to hook you up with some of these fights, man. I don't know if you want to fight heavyweight though. I want cruiserweight.
Oh yeah, I can fight a heavyweight.
Because I know
the thing is with the heavyweight thing. See, that's why James Tony was able to go to heavyweight. Roy Jones, because like Roy Jones never really had great defense, but he was so fast and reflexes was so good.
Yeah.
But James Toney, like an old school good defensive fighter. Chris Bird, another one, old school good. They was middleweights, but they went to heavyweight because they so good defensively.
Yeah.
That's why when I went to heavyweight, people was like, "Oh, she'll get hurt." I said, "Nah." Because my defense is good. That guy can't lay a glove on me, man. I'm telling you, they can't lay a glove on me. They might look like they hit, but they ain't hit me solid.
Yeah, your defense is tight.
Completely.
Yeah, your defense. Yeah.
So that's why when I went to heavyweight, I never got hurt. I never got knocked out. I never got hurt, knocked out, or nothing at heavyweight because some guys couldn't even hit me, you know. Yeah. So, I mean, I know I can go to heavyweight. Because the whole thing with this, what made me go to heavyweight was, like, I always been a fuck up, though, man. I never really trained like I was supposed to.
Well,
I never really fired like living like a fighter. I ate bullshit when I was young.
Yeah.
It started catching up to me around the Vargas fight, trying to make weight.
Yeah.
I used to never have weight problems to the Vargas fight. But then I kept gaining weight. When that Montel Griffin fight him at 178, and I came in at 190, I couldn't lose. So we fought at cruiserweight. And then after that, I blew up some weight again. I can't lose the weight like I used to when I was younger. I be eating all that. I used to eat a bunch of bullshit, then I'm throwing a rubber soup the weight. But I can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what it is? Hey, bro, you know what it is, though? I like, for what I'm hearing is because you know, like, I don't know who's like, your head's gassed up. Like, you know how great you are, but that's probably why you know how naturally gifted you are, and you know what I'm saying. Everyone's telling you how good you are, so that's probably what it is, man. You're around like great talent around you, and you're great. It's just that you ain't putting out on the thing is on fight night. You know what I'm saying? It's that can happen. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't around a situation where you're more humble, then because basically the trouble you're saying is all the trouble inside your head. So so it is the right people around you are nice, like calm. On the feet on the ground, then you be good. You everything come out. That's what I'm gonna say to you. Like you know, coming to England, if the prize fight is happening, this is my opinion. Yeah, just get a ticket, come down there, come talk to the promoter, say I want to fight. Thing.
What I'm saying is I can't. Well, you work for media, right?
Yeah, I work for the media, and we're from the UK.
Right, so like the whole thing, because the media is powerful too.
Yeah.
If my name can get out there in the media,
we're doing this interviews. Yeah, this interview's coming out right now. When I finish with it, I'm gonna post it everywhere. So right now,
post it on my wall.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The thing is, man, like with the media, that's a powerful tool, and a lot of things it seems like they block me from the media so many times, man. I'll be like, damn. Even Percy Crawford, like, he did an interview with James Toney. I wanted to respond. He didn't let me. And then I remember, you know that guy, Amir Mansour, the heavyweight?
Yeah.
The old, he's 41 years old, but he's getting a little hype. He's a heavyweight. He like 13, 14 years old. So he beat Maurice Harris his last fight. You know, he talked all this shit about me on Fight Hype, and I was mad at Percy. I'm trying to let me respond. And he's like, well, you know.
Man. Nah, listen, you know what? You know what? Hey, bro. Hey, you know why, though? Because they don't want to use their connect. This is what I'm saying. See, the lucky thing is now with this social media. See, I like you, bro. Because I like you from back in the days. Good fight with Fernando Vargas. You know, I see you put up some good fights. You know what I mean? You're a good kid. And this is the whole thing about social media. Like, guys who they don't really give shine to, all you have to do is find the right people behind you. Like, me and the YouTube boxing community, because there's quite a lot of us here. We're behind you. Right. We'll back you up. Like this video.
Man, that's all I need.
Yeah, you just hook me up anytime you want to.
If I get a push, that's what made me retire. Because I didn't have no manager no more. I kind of left for everybody. And I said I'm gonna do it on my own.
Yeah, no. You ain't on your own.
I just need somebody to help me.
Yeah, like that's all it is. Your ox. That's all it is. Like right now, I'm gonna push this video out, and you know they won't see it. And you can put it wherever you want, and to make the right people say. And anyone go say anything to say about it, you just go hook me up. Errol Jack, Ingram Jones, yeah, there's another guy, 78 Fight News. There's quite a lot of us out here. Hit us up, and we'll put out, you know, you hear what you have to say, and we'll put it out there, let the people know, man.
Yeah, because I want to get the push going where people can get behind. Somebody saying they can make a reality show about me and James Toney hate for each other. Like, I'm willing to do all that, you know, whatever.
Yeah, Ingram, you got a question for the champ?
Good afternoon, Ross. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm great. Congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame for
thank you. Yeah, that's another thing, man. I promised the Hall of Fame people that I wouldn't come back once I got in, but I will. I told them, I said, I'm not breaking the promise because, you know, Hey, they ain't got me to the Hall of Fame. That was cool and everything, but man, you know, I still could fight. Like, I'm not one of them guys who. There's a lot of guys out there who really ain't that the fighter they used to be. I never fulfilled my potential. That's why I still got it. When I get in the ring and spar, I still got it. My hand's still fast. My reflexes still there. Like, damn, I quit. You know, I wasn't one of them players who got into their career, start getting knocked out every fight, and they know this thing to retire. I was never one of them guys.
I'm reading that.
Twisted by the system.
I'm reading something up here by Miguel Rodriguez, who writes and talks about you were the Buffalo's link to big time boxing before Joe Mesi, the heavyweight, came along.
Right.
So you know, I think the state of Buffalo really owes Ross Thompson a hell of a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's another thing. They never promoted anything in my hometown. You know, but the Buffalo media, they say, "Oh, you moved to Vegas when I was 17." You know,
right.
So I was living out there basically 15 until I was 27. So you know, so they were like, "Well, you was promoted out of Vegas," but I always represented Buffalo. So I always get a little irked a little bit about, you know, the Joe Mesi thing. Because Joe Mesi, you know, he's a good friend of mine, his dad, good friend of mine, you know, but and they did a good job with him. But the thing is like they never really gave me the props in this town where they gave Joe Mesi. And I actually look on the world circuit, like people will know me way more before Joe Mesi. But in Buffalo, people who don't really know, and they say, "Oh, you know that guy Joe Mesi?" They know I know me. Dude, that don't know me though. I fought for the world title, I was ranked number one in the world and all that, and they don't know me, but they know Joe Mesi. But, you know, he was promoted very well. You know, his dad did a great job. I always told his dad he did a great job marketing him, you know. And they did a real good job, man, you know, with Joe Mesi, you know.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the fact that you're a coach as well. Tell me more about your coaching.
Yeah, right. I'm training now. You know, I got you know, training. Well, I was training right now Thompson, but, you know, church stopping me from training him now. You know, he fought a couple of, you know, there was a lot of tension after, you know, the Kovalov fight. You know, he lost. Right. He got stopped in the third round. But Lionel would easily dominate Kovalov. See, Lionel was a slow starter. He didn't get started in that fight. And Kovalov is a fast starter, you know. And then I remember after the first round, I told Lionel, because Lionel got great defense, but a lot of times he liked to lean back to make you miss. So after the first round, he was leaning back, but he was leaning right into Kovalov's long punches. So I said, Lionel, you got to flip inside. But I think Lionel kind of panicked in that fight. Plus, he's a slow starter, and Kovalov's such a fast starter. So, you know, I told Lionel, I said, you got to make the adjustment. If you want to become a great fighter, you got to make the adjustment, which means you got to start fast if you fight him again. And Lionel, he just fight with main event. Told him, but you in the list to fight Kovalov since you were main event. At the same promoter, get that rematch. You rebuild your name. He came back, got 2 wins. It's like hard for me to work for him now because he moved to New York City. I'm in Buffalo, which is like 9 hours away. So I told him, like, you know, he want me to come to camp with him out there, but I can't, you know, because I got a family. Like I told him, it would have to be a big money type fight. I can't leave my family. And then I got fighters here I'm training for that long, and it really ain't that much money in it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it has to be a bigger situation. Like, now I got another cruiserweight, Greg Brady. You know, he 5-5 knockouts. You know, he's a knockout master. You know, this guy, he been knocking guys out cold. Like his first fight he had with another trainer, you know, he lost his first fight. He lost his decision. Since he been with me, he had 5 straight knockouts. You know, he's using his power. You know, and but you know, I'm trying to get a buzz for him. You know, get behind him. He didn't have an amateur background, so a lot of people not gonna really jump on him yet. But you know, he's a real good fighter, man. Who need a chance, kind of like under the radar right now. And then, you know, I got a couple other pros trying to debut. And I got a real good amateur, man, who I think is going to be the next big thing. You know, I'm going to try to get him to win a national, Donald Marshall. You know, just 65 pounds, he's like 6'2", real long, sort of like Tommy Hearns style.
Right.
You know, real good fighter, good power, man, real good power. He just won a national tournament in Atlanta a couple months ago. Man, listen, he was losing the fight. So third round, I said, Danny, you gotta feint him and let the right hand go. I said, you gotta let it all up this round. I love the way he responded. He went right out there and knocked the guy out cold. So with the headgear on, the bigger gloves and the amateurs, I mean, he put the dude to sleep like Pacquiao would sleep with Marquez. Like, the guy was sleep for like 10 minutes. You know, the kid, he 10-0 now as the amateur. about to put him in the Golden Glove Nationals, you know, and hopefully, like I told him, I said, you got to get that mark on the national scene. Like, he won that little tournament, the Paul Murphy tournament, that was a national tournament, but it wasn't one of the top ones. That's all I said, you got to win, like, a major tournament, National Golden Gloves or U.S. Championships or the National PALs. Those are 3 major tournaments in America. You know, so all the other little tournaments, smaller tournaments, ringside and all the little tournaments, they good tournaments, but you got to win one of the major ones for the big boys to call you. You know, so we're trying to get this kid going. You know, hopefully, man, I mean, I still do want to fight, but I'm also focusing on trying to be a trainer, too. And it's hard to be a trainer, man, you know, because you can't make them do what you want them to do. You know, if they don't follow the game plan, man, hey, it's frustrating. You know,
I wanted to go back and talk a little bit more about your experience as a fighter, mainly at the time when you were with Bob Arum.
Right.
Yeah, because I think...
Yeah, I was just thinking about that today, man. Like, I was just thinking about that. See, man, the thing about, man, like, I was with Richard Steele. Well, Richard Steele wasn't really my manager. His wife was my manager. Richard Steele was a referee. Right. I started my career with them. And, you know, so, you know, I came out of amateurs, you know, was Olympic alternate, you know, national champion and all that. And I was training at Bob Arum gym, time rank gym. So Bob Arum always, you know, wanted to sign me. But Richard Steele kept saying, no, we're gonna work with him. We'll keep there. You know, we just gonna wait, you know, to build your record up before we actually sign with them. So, you know, I was working with them basically on a fight-by-fight basis, but I still was fighting on other promoter shows too. So, like, out of my first 15 fights, I probably fought about 6 of them on Arum shows, you know, and then training at the gym. And, you know, Rich still was more wanting to put me into a bigger deal, or was a bigger deal if I signed with him. So then we finally was about to make the deal happen is when I fought Adrian Stone. I know Adrian Stone from England, man.
Yeah.
I fought Adrian Stone, man. Adrian Stone, he had Carson managing him. And, you know, it was like, I was living in Vegas, and Stone was living in New Jersey. So I went to Atlantic City and fought him, you know, and I mean, it was an ugly fight, though, you know. But my immaturity at the time, I was 21 years old at the time, like, I mean, like, I did panic a little bit, but I got out of check because Adrian Stone caught me with a good right hand in the first round. First thing, I panicked, like, oh, shit, I can't lose because I had never really been caught in none of my fights. He caught me with a good right hand in that first round. And he, like, buckled me a little bit. I remember panicking a little bit, like, oh, shit, I might lose? Hell no. That's what I thought. And it was immaturity on my part, too. So then, you know, Adrian Stone, you know, he had, you know, higher style to fight too, though. Like, come in with Ted, get real low. You know, he want to bum rush me. So we kind of got into a wrestling match a little bit. And then I start cursing the referee. You know, end up getting disqualified in the 7th round. And, you know, Bob Arum and Ron Katz was real upset with me at the time. Bruce Campbell too. You know, they always upset with me. So, you know, basically my career kind of took a spin when I just said, like, everybody was like against me at the time for that fight with Adrian, so I acted a fool, man. The way I was cursing at the referee on national TV, I acted a fool, you know, and it was immaturity on my part. So Bob Arum didn't want to be on me anymore. And Rich still, I split from them because we had another contract squabble that we was going through. So I split from them after that fight. And then basically who saved me was Roger Mayweather. You know, because nobody was fucking with me. Everybody was like mad about that fight. I mean, at that point in my career, I was ready to quit. And I seen Roger Mayweather. I was living in Vegas. I seen Roger Mayweather in the gym. I said, Roger, man, you know, let me go spar. Roger wanted to train me. So he was about to fight Constantine. So he said, Ross, which is for Australia with me, you know, I'm about to fight Constantine, which is spar with me and everything. When Roger sparred, and Roger started training me after that fight, man. You know, and you know, I trained with Roger all the way up until, say, 98, around 98. I think the thing was with the Roger situation, like, when I was with Roger, like, you know, I was Roger's main fighter up until Floyd came. And there was a little animosity I felt. Because I felt like, you know, when Floyd came, you know, he was very cocky and arrogant, you know, and when he came out of amateurs, out of Olympics, he came out there saying he was the best. And, you know, he had that attitude ever since he came out of amateurs, at least I know of. He always had that cocky attitude. So I didn't like Floyd's cockiness because I was an established pro at the time, you know. And I was just like, you know, I wasn't feeling his cockiness, like, towards me. Like, oh, Ross, how many times you win national gold glove? Well, I won it 3 times. You know, whatever he he did whatever I did. He did whatever 3 times better. That was his attitude. But, I wasn't really feeling that. Cause I was feeling like he was a young fighter at the time. He hadn't even made his debut yet. And then for about a year after that, I was training for the Overcard fight, and I was feeling like Roger was giving Floyd a lot more attention than me. He would come when I was sparring, but I feel like he wasn't really working with me like he used to work with me. So I kind of like, man, after that fight, me and Roger split ways, But Roger, he's a big influence in my career. Me and Roger still cool to this day, man. Roger, because Roger put me with that. The road style that I got, Roger was definitely the guy. And then Floyd got it down back. Roger was the guy, basically got that style for me, when my defense was being so much better.
Well, potentially that night that you fought Adrian Stone, it's reported that you would have been, had you come through that fight, you would have been a household name in the future, like De La Hoya, Mayweather, or Tyson.
Right. Bob Brown was high on me, but he wanted me to beat Adrian Stone. Adrian Stone, they was gonna promote him too, though. But they thought it was like my coming out party. It was my first time in the main event on ESPN, and they was. But I made myself look bad though, because if you watching the later rounds, I basically was just wrestling and cursing at the referee. That's all I fell into Adrian Stone style of fight. So I go back and I was a kid and I was stupid. I don't know, man.
Why do you think that you behaved in such a manner when you had it all on the table for you? You had it all there for you.
I don't know, man. Like I look back, and I just sometimes I blew it. I just blew it. But I don't know, man. I just can't explain it. Like, I really can't explain what happened with my career, man. But, I look at my career, I'm just I'm disappointed. People say, "Oh, Ross, you're right number one in the world. You fought for the world title, and this and that." But that's not. I know my career was supposed to have been better, man. I know my career was supposed to have been better. The people who really know me, they know how talented I was and that fire can get in the game. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy that Ross, it never happened the way it should have happened.
The flip side is, Ross, is that now you've had those experiences. Now you can give that to the next generation of fighters.
Right. That's what I'm trying to do now. That's what I'm trying to do now, I think back, man, I got a lot of knowledge in this game, man. I worked with the best of the best trainers. I worked with Ed Fudge. I worked with Freddie Roach. I worked with Dale Torrance. I worked with Eddie Mustafa. I worked with Roger Mayweather. I worked with Slim Robinson. I worked with Tommy Park. I worked with so many great trainers, man. Pat Burns, one of the trainers I had as an amateur. I had a lot of good trainers, man. All the knowledge instilled in my dad was my greatest trainer, because I already knew my dad trained me up until I was 17. My dad gave me everything. Every trainer that gave me, my dad already told me anyway. But these guys just helped me keep certain things in my system, So I've had I can say I had a great one, and I know I could be a great trainer just because of the training guys.
Something.
I put all the knowledge that they gave me into one. Come on, man. I had a lot of great trainers, man.
You'd be excellent to do a reality show in Buffalo. I'm sure somebody in Buffalo TV could pick it up, doing a reality show to find the next champion that's going to represent Buffalo. You could be doing the show perfect, because you've got such experience.
Man, see, Buffalo just don't get behind me like that, man. I reach out to the media sometimes. I just went to the Nationals. It wasn't a big national tournament, but I went to a national tournament in Atlanta, Georgia. I took 4 fighters down here. I came back with 3 national champions and 1 runner-up.
Wow.
Called the news. They want to put it on. They put it in the newspaper, but they didn't put it on the news. I said, this is so worth. I came back with 3 national champions. Out of 4 fighters, 3 won the nationals and 1 lost in the final.
Let me tell you something. Go on. Let me tell you something, right? You're going to the wrong media, though. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying with social media, with all these little things. They have their alignments with certain fighters, and that's what it is. Now you just told us, and this interview's going out. They gonna know who you are. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know. So you just talking to the wrong people. That's all that is. There's the wrong media. You understand what I'm saying? Every media.
Well, I don't understand. The Buffalo media, man. I'm the last fighter for Buffalo in the last 15 years to fight for the world title. The last guy who Buffalo was 1933 named Tommy Paul. When they inducted me to Buffalo boxing, I looked to the history of Buffalo boxing. Buffalo had 5 world champions. The last one was 1933. And I'm the last one in the last years or whatever it is.
Yeah.
To fight for the world title, man.
Yeah.
You know what was a mistake? Brian Laspada fought for the world title also. He fought Nate
Ross,
Miller. He from Buffalo.
When I eventually come to America, I'm going to check you out and try and get a documentary done of you.
Oh yeah,
because I think
man.
what you're
Let's
doing
do
is
this.
fantastic.
I'm definitely down for it. And man, I want to push for that prize fighter, man. When is that prize fighter?
No. What it is they have specific like guys they have in mind. This is what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn, yeah, like he on Twitter and Facebook.
Well, can you get in contact with him?
This is what I'm saying to you right now. Like already, it's happening right now because it's spoken. It's happening. So this interview is gonna be chopped up between me and Ingram, and we're gonna post it to the appropriate people, and we're gonna keep in contact with you, and we're gonna try and make sure you get on the next prize fighter. I tell you something.
Yeah. I tell you something. Because you've got that beef with James Toney, that would make it even more explosive.
You damn right.
Eddie Hearn, if he's got any sense, he'd put both of you on the prize fight and get it in such a way that both you and Tony are setting your differences in the ring. That's going to be explosive for 3 rounds.
No, but the thing is, yeah, like I think, like right now, I think he's just trying to get him back out there and get a shot. So we're gonna put this interview out. We may try and get some other interviews with you. Anytime you want to talk to me, just hit me up in the comment section. Ingram, you want to add Ross after this as well on Facebook?
Absolutely.
Ross, you on Twitter? You on Twitter as well?
No, I'm not on Twitter.
You need to hook up on Twitter, man. That's where the action's happening.
I'm so old-fashioned, man. I don't know how to use some of these things. I'm so old-fashioned. I don't know how to use some of these.
Nah, it's easy, bro.
Twitter, Instagram, and all that.
Nah. Twitter's good because see Twitter, yeah. It's the same how I hit you up. You see, I just saw your message with James Toney. Same thing on Twitter, right? You have a Twitter account and you can hit up the promoters like ASAP, bro. ASAP. That's how things work, man. You know what I'm saying? I just saw you know what I mean? Otherwise, I see the interaction with you and James Toney. I was like, okay, all right. Let me see what's going on with Ross because I interviewed James Toney's trainer, John Arthur, like a couple of days ago. I'm trying to get an interview with James Toney at some point. And, you know, obviously they're negotiating with the contract with Prize Fighter. But this is how things work, man. This is how things go, you know. If you want anything, you just speak it and it will happen, you know what I mean? You don't have to wait on no one, bro.
Right. Well, that's what I'm looking to push now is, you know, I want this fight with James Toney bad, man. I just got to fight this dude before it's over because, I mean, it's just, and then the thing about James Toney, man, he went around like he's some gangster. Like he run up on guys. He say he's this old school throwback fighter, and he talk all that shit. You know, but then he gonna inbox me saying, "Oh, I'm trying to change my image." So it's like, well, you're a good fighter, but you know, you not promote. Like I ain't really worthy of the promotion because I'm too good of a fighter for him to take that kind of risk and fight me.
Yeah.
But if you're a real throwback fighter, you can't think like that. Like in the throwback days, Ray Robinson, they fought everybody. They didn't care.
They cherry picked as well, man. They cherry picked as well, though. They didn't fight. Ray Robinson didn't fight Thing, bro. What's his name, Ingram?
Yeah, I heard he didn't fight certain guys, though.
Yeah.
But they fought so many times.
But James is trying. I ain't trying to. I hear what you're saying, but James is trying to get that money right now, and I ain't trying to
understand that.
Yeah. But you see what you're doing now, though. Like you see how you're talking it into a fight. That's how it comes into a fight. You see what I'm saying? Like you talking it into a fight, then it will happen into a fight because people might want to see it. But they look at you like, man, you ain't even fought in 2 years. But it's like, okay, give me a time and give me a date, and you'll get yourself ready for that time. You see what I'm saying? But the prize fighter, the heavyweights, you can go for that because it's only a 3-rounder. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the thing is, and listen to this, right? They're saying USA versus thing. So if you're USA right now, they might be looking at another USA opponent right now. So when I get the interview up and running, I'm gonna send it to Eddie. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he might follow me on Twitter and try and get you film. But you need to, if you can, open up a Twitter account. I'm not like I ain't forcing you. You know, you do what you want to do, yeah. But it'll be in your best interest to open up a Twitter account, and you know we'll help you to get in line with the right people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it is. You don't have to wait on no one. Yeah, you don't have to wait on no one, man. Anything you want, you just talk it, so you speak it, and it will come. You'll get into the right thing because Eddie Hearn, the USA versus thing. So you know what I'm saying. I'm sure when he talks to you, then he'll know that you wanna. And you got some nice prize money, you know, if you win. You know what I'm saying. So
right. Was it 100,000 or something like that?
Ingram, how much is it?
32,000, which works out pounds, dollars. So it must be. I think about 40 to 50,000
dollars, right?
American dollars, yeah.
Yeah, and you got knockout. You get money for knockouts as well. And I think each fight you win, you get a little change as well. So, you know, but even if that one, you still you see the thing is Eddie, he's got Sky and he got Sky, and you just talk to him and even him, you got Frank Warren as well. So some of the English motors, they want to see American. They like seeing you Americans come over, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're a high you ain't no bum, man. You're a high profile American fighter who ain't. Who's on maybe they'd like to see you come over, man. Come on now, you got seriously your accomplishments. Everyone knows your accomplishments. So you know what I mean. It's there, man. So anyway, anything, man. Right, man. This has gone on for it's a good interview, man. 44 minutes. So anything else you want to say to the fans out here, you want to say, Ross?
Well, I just want to say, you know, I don't want guys to miss what I could have been and give me a chance. Like, give me a chance, man. I would love to get that prize for tournament back one more time. And, you know, I'm pretty much is retired. You know, I'm working with my young guys right now, but you know, I'm looking to move on and do some big things. And so, I mean, I do kind of want to I'm having this itch to get one last run at this boxing, you know. And I'm still be training my guys too, you know, but I just got the itch, man. You know, I gotta let something go. I gotta get it out of my system. The thing is, I never fulfilled my potential anyway. And God gave me this talent for a reason, so I got to fulfill it. And it might be like, look at Hopkins, he's 48. I'm 40 years old. It might have to be at 40 years old. But the thing is, it's crazy. I'm still fast. I still got my, speed, reflex, and everything at 40 years old. I can get in the gym and spar with anybody, anytime. Yeah. So, it's all about,
How do we contact you?
Because they can never say, oh, Ross gonna get hurt. Because it's just like, it's not going to happen. Because I just don't get hit like that. Not one of them guys who take a lot of punches. Even the fights I lost, you guys barely hit me, though. Like when I fought Jeff Lacey, man, on Showtime, after the one round, I think it was like the 6th round, one round, they showed the highlights of him missing every punch. Bobby Chaz was saying, that one missed, that every punch was me. I was on the ropes. I was in a defensive shell kind of, because I was getting a little tired. But he wasn't landing nothing. Like, I was dead tired, and the fight should have got me out. But my defense still hold up. So, I mean, I just want to fulfill my potential offensively as well as defensively, man, Because I know offensively I could be great too, but I just never put it together,
All right.
So, man, I thank you guys, man. I hope y'all can help me, man.
No, man. Yeah, man. All it is like, you speak it and it happened. And, like, me and Ingram are happy that, I got this interview with you, man, because, man, I remember back in the days, man, you put up some good fights and that, and we're going to see what happens from this point. Ingram, you got anything to say to the champ?
Yeah, I was just trying to ask the champ, basically, how do people contact you? Obviously, we're listening to you, so how do we contact you? Not us personally.
Okay, well, we'll definitely be staying in touch.
Yeah.
He's on
Facebook. He on Facebook.
I got my Facebook, and I gave Earl my number.
Yeah, I got his number. So I got his number. But Ingram's gonna add you on. I'm gonna suggest Ingram to add you, and then, like I said to you, and when you're ready, you do. I suggest that you do Twitter, and after this interview, I'm gonna send it to you, and we're going. But we appreciate your time, and Buffalo's favorite son, Ross the Boss Thompson.
Exactly.
All right, man. Take care, bro.
Thanks a lot, man.
You're right, man. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
From Buffalo, New York, ladies and gentlemen, Ross the Boss Thompson.
What they can't have, hey, who they can be. Fell at plan A, never made plan B. They don't understand me because I stand for something. They can't stand me. Quick to say, man, he frontin', can't see past my past. I survived a crash, I never cried, I laugh, I'm qualified to brag. I decided I'ma switch that shit up. Eat right, do sit up, say a prayer when I get up. Every night another block get hit up. Every day another nigga quit and decide not to get up. Been down for too long, man, I got to get up. Can't do it all at once, gotta chop the shit up. Take it little by little, cause even Malcolm Little took it piece by piece. Then he understood peace was a piece of the plan, but you still need a piece to make the beast understand. Rest in peace to the man.